Welcome back to Char and BBQ. My name is Aaron. On today's video, I'll be making a stuffed and bacon wrapped pork tenderloin.
Lift off and the clock has started.
For today's smoked pork tenderloin recipe, I'm going to be taking inspiration from a local pizza company here. They do a pizza where it has green chilies, feta cheese, goat cheese, and I'm actually gonna probably add the bacon ingredient in there to do this bacon wrap. That's the inspiration I'm taking from, so let's go ahead and get into it. So my plan for this cook was originally to have one big pork tenderloin. I was going to butterfly that and flatten it out. However, the pork tenderloin that we bought from the store actually came in two pieces, which they do sometimes originally. If this happens to you, this is how you're gonna need to do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna butterfly both of these and kind of flatten them out to make sure that when we stuff it, there's plenty of space on the inside to use our filling. What you're gonna wanna do first, you don't want any of the silver skin. So I'm gonna get this trimmed up and then we will be right back. So I have most of the silver skin and some of the extra fat off of these tenderloins. I'm just gonna butterfly it from the middle. Just take the knife. You don't wanna cut all the way into it. This is gonna be kind of the final product of what you're gonna see here when you do that before we're gonna pat it out. So you kind of just make that incision down the middle, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this other tenderloin part of it done. So for the filling, what we're gonna be using is two types of cheeses, goat cheese, feta cheese, and then to make things a little bit easier, you can use a package of cream cheese and go ahead and get it softened. But a little trick, if you use some whipped cream cheese spread, it makes it a little bit easier for you. So just a little life hack, don't mind me. We're gonna be using 2 cans of these green chilies, the Heath Ryle's garlic jalapeno rub in there as well. So let's go ahead and get this put together. After the cream cheese, I'm gonna go ahead and put in both of these cans of green chilies here, goat cheese crumbles here, and these are just fresh cheese, it's just crumbles. Go ahead and do the feta next, same thing. I love some feta cheese. Go ahead and mix that up a little bit, incorporate it. Just for a little bit of added extra flavor, I'm gonna go ahead and use some of that garlic jalapeno rub from Heath Ryle's. I have some salt, pepper, garlic, jalapeno. It's a pretty basic rub, but it's good. I like to use it on chicken. So this is kind of the end product of what you're gonna be looking for here. So we assembled the filling. I'm gonna go ahead and actually put a little bit of this Killer Hogs barbecue rub on the inside just to add a little bit of extra flavor to the flavor profile. So once you do that, you're gonna take your filling that we already assembled. I'm gonna use this one that I'm filling now as the base. Now I'm just gonna fold this over on this side like this. I went ahead and laid out pieces of bacon here. I went ahead and kind of overlapped them. I decided not to do a bacon weave today. I've done bacon weaves before on a previous video with a breakfast fatty, and it's good, but I don't like how when you do a bacon weave, there's certain pieces that they're cooked, but it's not crispy. You're just gonna transfer these tenderloins here that you have in the middle. I'm gonna go ahead and get these covered up, and I'll show you the finished product. The bacon kind of folded over. I kind of put them at angles on these sides here to kind of enclose the ends of the pork tenderloin. First, we're gonna go ahead and put some more flavor on this pork tenderloin. Killer Hogs barbecue rub. You can be liberal with this stuff, guys. It's gonna give this bacon a good color. So we got that side rubbed down. Tricky part real quick. I'm gonna flip this over. So we'll see how this works. Okay, so you're gonna take one of these frog mats, mesh mats, whatever you wanna call them. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna use this kind of like a truss. So what you're gonna do, pretend like you're doing your own little sushi roll. Make sure it's nice and enclosed. And now, you're just gonna flip it. So this way, you can actually just place this on the smoker and it's gonna go ahead and make sure that everything stays together. You don't have to use any toothpicks. We have the pork tenderloin ready to go in the smoker. For today's cook, I'm gonna be using a different smoker. I actually have a Weber 22-inch Kettle grill. I already have the coals hot and ready to go. We smoke it with some apple wood, and we're gonna smoke it about 250 or so. Let's go ahead and get it on the smoker. Your pork tenderloin, I'll place it right on this side, as far away from the heat as possible. The biggest part here. In the middle, we'll go ahead and close this up. All right, so the temp is at 135. I'm going to put some honey down. And then baste it. The pork tenderloin is done. It has been rested for about 5-10 minutes. It hit the 145-degree internal temperature. I'm gonna go ahead and cut into it. Do y'all see that ooey gooey goodness. All right, guys, let's go ahead and taste this pork tenderloin. That looks so good. Let's go and try it. Great applewood smoke flavor on this pork, as you can tell by the smoke ring. The bacon is nice and rendered down, nice and crispy. The goat and feta cheese in it, it's a nice fresh flavor. Of course, you can't go wrong wrapping in pork and bacon. This was my bacon wrapped and stuffed pork tenderloin recipe. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other suggestions, go ahead and comment them down below. Also, do not forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.